everyone. Welcome again to K Podcast. If you're new here, I am Karen Truth. Nice to meet you. Now, before we get into this, I'm gonna just say this. Um, I don't know if you guys have been seeing this debate that have been going on in the internet lately. Would you rather, be lost in a wood with a man or a bear? And to men's surprise, a lot of women choose the bear. And this is the thing: a lot of these men that are speaking out, I'm gonna say this, there are two type of men right now. There are men that absolutely understand why women pick the bear, and there are men that are just bruised by their ego. I mean, literally their ego is bruised. And I feel like when this question came out, because this was a podcast thing, those people that are walking around in the street asking questions, so they walked around and they decided. I feel like men thought that if this question was asked in the first place, that it will show women that they are not so dangerous. Unknowingly to them, that they are the most dangerous, thing on earth to women. And it's the truth. Men do not understand it. Some of them cannot grasp this when women decided to say, I'd rather choose the bear. And they're like, but the bear will maul you. You will not survive. No. You have much more chance about surviving with a bear in the wood, because normally the bear is just mostly, if it's hungry, it's definitely gonna attack you, or if it's protecting its children, yes, that. But bears don't just attack for no reason. A man, on the other hand, if he sits down and decides, hey, he wants to hurt you, yeah, he will hurt you. He wants to attack you. There is nothing that will stop him from attacking you. And I feel like this is the thing that a lot of men that are out here screaming and crying about this particular topic are not understanding. It's not that they don't want to understand. It's the fact they know it, but they want to argue about it, because they're like, oh my God, I'm not the most dangerous thing on earth. Yes, you are, darling. I'm sorry that it bruises your ego, but you are. I mean, you could literally watch video of men taming bears. Yeah, if a man can tame a bear, yeah, he's much more dangerous than a bear. So I'm gonna bring up that first video over here, and then I'm gonna bring some whiny men that actually came out. Even one man came out and talked about his mother being attacked by a bear. Oh God, that video over there, now that was something, because that one we're gonna talk about it. Because the funny thing, his mother lived to write about that attack. A lot of women do not survive attack of a man. I don't know if many of you have heard about this news that came out lately of, four men attacking a Komodo dragon, essaying the Komodo dragon, I mean, monitor lizard, not Komodo dragon, monitor lizard, and then eating the monitor lizard. Hi, Sun and Sunflower Girl. So wait, I'm going to be bringing all those videos right back in here so that we can talk about it. Let's have a conversation about this, because I feel like sometimes you have to really explain. And at this point, who are they playing with? Because we all know they are not dumb. They know exactly, men know exactly what they're capable of. But the thing is, they want to play dumb. Like, oh my God, I don't know. Yes, you do. And that's why a lot of them are having this outrage in the internet about this particular, topic, and many incidents that have happened. So let me just bring out, I think, the first video over here of this particular topic. I don't know if I have it here. Should be here. Give me a moment. Can't find it here. Let me, I have to download it. Let me see response. Okay, it seems I didn't download everything. So I'm probably going to be doing download. Going to be downloading that particular response. Hi, Southern Sunflower. Nice to see you again, girl. I hope you had a great weekend. Okay, let me see if I have it now. Okay. So this was the video that caused the outrage out here.
Or bad.
Bear. Men are scary.
With a bear.
What I've heard about bears, they don't always attack you, right? Unless you like fuck with them. So maybe a bear.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
Oh, 100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say, but
Definitely a bear. Some men are very scary out there.
a bear.
I would say a man.
So out of all those ladies, only one woman chose a man because she probably would be thinking, okay, I'm pretty sure if they would have asked her, why did you choose a man? She would have said, oh my God, it's maybe my brother or my dad, but they're talking about any man here. See, girl, I wouldn't want to be stuck in the woods with any man. I'm not lying. I'm not gonna stand here and lie and be like, yeah, I want to be stuck in the woods with a man. No, I want to be stuck in the wood alone. And if there is a bear there, I will find some way to get away from that bear. I have more chance of surviving with that bear in the wood than I have with a man in the wood. Imagine you just see a stranger or a man, and he knows that you are lost in the wood. He knows that you are lost. If he's not a good person, the worst can come out of it. And we know incident of the worst coming out of many times coming out of it. Even monitor lizards cannot get away from them. Now let me bring up this video over here of this guy coming out and crying about this whole thing. Oh my God, I can't believe that you ladies are out here choosing the bear. Yes, a lot of women are choosing the bear for many good reasons. So this other video over here is this guy coming out because I feel like he was shocked about the bear being picked over a man.
Rather be stuck in the woods with a man or. Well, I know we've all seen the video. There's a guy walking around asking women, would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear? Most of the women said a bear. I just want y'all, just hear me out. I just want y'all to slow it down and realize that social media isn't real life. You're pulling up all these fucking stats. 1 in 6 women will be attacked by a man in her lifetime. Only 1 in 1 million people have a chance to be attacked by a bear. Let's think about this. You live with and walk past in your life probably hundreds of thousands of men. You will probably never fucking just walk past a bear, all right? So no shit, okay? I mean,
so he's trying to validate this, like, oh, of course you're gonna get attacked by a man. No, you're supposed to be a man, meaning a human being with thinking. You're supposed to be able to think. You're supposed to understand as a man that you are not supposed to be out here. I don't understand why they even brought the bear best man thing out, because it makes men look terrible. Because you're comparing yourself to a wild beast. Are you a wild beast? But he's trying to say, oh my God, of course you're going to get attacked. What is that supposed to mean? Are you a wild beast?
in Jacksonville, Florida, the chance that I'm going to walk up on a Kodiak bear? What the fuck? Slim to none ever in life, never. I don't even go to the zoo. Fuck is you talking about? That's one. That's proximity. The way y'all be bringing this shit up is ridiculous. The way that question should have been asked, would you rather be lost in the woods with a bear that wants to kill you or a man that wants to kill you? With a bear that wants to harm you or a man that wants to harm you? So that you could get the real fucking answers. I ain't never hit a woman violently. I ain't never put a violent hand on a woman. I ain't never sexually assaulted a woman. No, none of that. Ever. Now, I ain't never even called a woman out of her fucking name. Not to her face. I think all that is terrible and wrong. But y'all acting like men are scarier than bears?
Yes, you are. I think this is the part that is pissing them off. This is why it's pissing them off. It's pissing them off because they're starting to see that they're very scary. They're noticing that they are really scary out here right now. And they're like, oh my God. Instead of thinking about how to make women feel safer around them, they're out here combating this question, being like, oh my God, no, you You guys are doing too much. You're talking about, you're making too much of this situation. Men are not that, dangerous. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? I think it pisses them off because, they're starting to understand why a lot of women nowadays want to be single. Because back in those, that's why you hear some men out here talking about, I want a woman like back in those days. Let me tell you what happened back in those days. Your granddaddy probably hit your grandma with something on the head and just grabbed her and took her home. She didn't have a choice. Grandmama was not in love with grandpa. Grandpa was probably 36 years old and grandmama was around 13. You get me? Many stories about that are coming out nowadays. Stories like that are coming out more and more. People are speaking up now. That is why you see a lot of women talking about, I don't want to be in a relationship. And then you have the whole 50-50. I think this whole situation started with the 50-50. The 50-50 opened the can of worms. I'm not going to lie. The 50-50 thing opened a lot of the one can that they shouldn't have opened. They started with the 50-50 nonsense. And then women started being like, you are terrible, by the way. Why would I ever want you? And I feel like all of that packed together, yeah, they're starting to understand, yes, this behavior is not good. Men are even afraid of other men. Men are afraid of other men. You get me? Yeah, girl. So let's continue because I want to bring up a video of a bear, in the woods that was attacking someone, and you see how the bear left the person instead of going after that person. There were many videos of bear encounters, and the bears, maybe they might run after the person at first, but later on they just leave the person and go if they're not hungry. Even some of them that are hungry, they still leave. A man that wants to hurt you, yes, will definitely hurt you.
Documentaries, baby. Go watch the one where they trying to get the pictures of that big ass bear and the light from the flash scares him and a startled bear. I swear to fucking God, the earth moved when he got startled. Just go watch a few fucking videos. The way y'all, boy, you dumb as hell.
Oh my God, he is in his feelings. I'm not gonna lie. He is absolutely in his feelings right now. He's like, why would you choose the bear? We are not that dangerous. If you're not that dangerous, you will not be out here crying about it because you know you're not that dangerous. But you know that men are much more dangerous. That men are the most dangerous thing in the planet. So let's stop playing. He almost cried. You know what? Let me bring up another video over here of somebody that responded to this foolishness. So let me bring another video.
Scarier than bears? You ain't watched enough nature documentaries, babe.
There aren't any women's shelters to shelter women who've been attacked by bears. There are not support groups for women who've been attacked by bears. Mothers don't teach their women how to avoid being attacked by bears. When women are out in groups, they're not staying in groups to defend themselves from bears. When women are walking at home at night, they're not worried about bear attacks. Women aren't worried about a bear following them home. Women aren't worried about being harassed at work by bears. Women aren't worried about bears spiking their drinks. Do I have to go on?
Dude, you don't. That is what I mean. There are some men that understand this. I'm gonna say all men understand this, but the other ones just cannot fathom that women have actually seen how dangerous men are, because it is the truth. It is the truth at the end of the day. They cannot fathom it. They cannot comprehend it. They think it is outrageous that women are out here picking the bear. It is not. We all understand it. They're trying to gaslight, do all of this. Then this guy, the next guy I'm going to bring up here now, that one is a whole other topic. He came out to tell women about how his mom, was attacked by a bear. Goodness God. And how she lived to write. She survived and wrote about it. And I'm like, your mom got to write about it. She got to leave. And the only thing that bear did was attack her. And you are out here telling women, you don't want to choose a bear. You know what? Let me stop talking too much. Let's bring up this next video over here because we need to get really into this. Really into it. We need to get into it.
Like little daughter in the woods with a bear or a man.
Hey, Amanda, my mom got mauled by a bear. Here's a book she wrote about it. Here's a better look. So even though the question's not really in good faith, probably, I have some experience with this question. Would I rather my mom be in the woods with a guy, or a creature that would hunt her, jump up, grab her by the face, chomp down, cause her to have to take her thumb, jab it into its eyes to get enough mouth space to call to the dogs, an Irish Wolfhound and a Mastiff, to come over and tackle it off, and then crawl through a rattlesnake-infested bramble thicket to her car, where she drove 3 miles down a dirt road, with her face hanging off, at one point looking into the rearview mirror and saying, oh, that's weird, my white hat stayed on, turned out to be her skull, making it to the fire station, getting helivac to the college, and then, going through 17 hours of painful surgery to get back to something resembling a human. The answer may surprise you. If you're still on the fence about it and have a strong stomach, Google image search Lena Hansen bear. But I'm a guy, so I decided to take it a step further and asked my mom. Because taking away the bear, she's been through things you wouldn't even possibly begin to imagine. And her answer was, well, the word asinine was thrown around a lot. So if you're asked this question and you take more than a second to come up with the same species as your answer, then honestly, I'm grateful that you've lived such a privileged life that your answer is the bear.
Now I'm going to say this, the internet didn't have it. The internet didn't have it with him. They did not have it with him. They came for him, Nelson T. Because let me tell you something, your mom got mauled by a bear. She lived to see another day. Other women don't get to see another day. You get me? If that was a man, your mom would have not left that woods. She would have not left. She would have not come back alive. So let's stop playing. He's like, my mom, I'm like, you know what? Let me bring up the next video he did after the people done brought his ass up and told him, no, you are not going to gaslight us. Your mom got to survive. The bear didn't do. We know what men are capable of. They would do worse. You get me? They would do worse. If that bear was a man, your mama wouldn't have gotten out of that woods. Let's stop playing now. She wouldn't have gotten out of that woods. And we all know it. So now this is the next video. Because he later on came up and, he talked about, hold on. He came back and he responded to the next video because a lot of people came out and, they were not having it with him. So he came back and apologized because they told him he was being insensitive.
Everyone's comments and stories, and it did not. I've been reading everyone's comments and stories and a lot of DMs, and frankly, many of you have had really good insight, and I appreciate it. The original question did strike a very, very niche nerve about someone close to me, and I'm sorry to say my response did not fully consider people's experiences. I should have. Wasn't my intention, but, if people get hurt, it doesn't matter. So I hope one day we can get to a point where people don't automatically assume the worst of a hypothetical stranger, but until then, we live in the world we do.
Yeah. I think he should have done his research first before he came out. Now I'm going to show you this clip of a bear. And you know what? I think I should bring the other clip first. You know what? Let me bring a clip of a bear incident so that you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Towards him while hiking, this man climbed a tree in order to escape the bear. As his friends filmed from another tree, the bear begins to claw at the hiker's boots, attempting to get him down from the tree. Climbing higher in the tree in fear, the man fails to realize that bears can also climb trees.
You see that? Even the bear can climb the tree, but many incidents have shown that even bears do leave people alone. Even hungry bears too. So continue watching.
And that's exactly what the grizzly does next. Terrified as the bear gets closer to him, at the last second, the bear jumps down and leaves, letting the man live to see another day.
Now, if that was a man trying to attack another man or attack a woman, do you think he would have jumped down? No, he would have probably stuck around or went up there and started a whole another scenario. Even bears will leave you alone. Now, let me bring up this other clip over here of this man talking about him having, I think he has like a cabin, and he was just talking about bears in general. And so even he, as a man, said he picked a bear. He'd rather pick a bear.
On Earth with bears, would you be more or less safe? Good question. I mean, I'm going to lean towards more safe.
Fun fact, I lived in the woods in Northern California in basically a cabin for 7 years. And we were surrounded by bears. And we would have bears in our yard at least once every couple weeks, if not every week. One day, a dude came up to our house and he was on my back deck. And my wife could see him through the sliding glass window leading onto the back deck. And she said, "There's a man on our deck." And I've never gotten more chills on the back of my neck than when she said that. And we've had multiple bears on our back deck. He was just a linesman in the area working on power lines, and he was hot, so he wanted some water. That was it. But hard agree, men way scarier than bears.
You heard that? Men are more scarier than bears. Even a man himself is telling you here. I rather pick the bear. Even a man is saying he would pick the bear himself. Now let me bring up this other video over here so that you guys can understand why women pick bear. So this particular clip over here is for many of you to understand why a lot of women would pick a bear over a woman. So let me bring up this video over here of this monitor lizard story. I don't know if you guys have heard it.
Gang raping. 4 men were convicted of gang raping, murdering, and then eating a monitor lizard.
I'm not gonna lie, when I first watched this, the monitor lizard part flew over my head, and then I saw the article. A lizard? A lizard? This was in the wilderness, by the way.
You know what? I'm just wondering what that lizard was wearing. Was it asking for it? Was the lizard asking for it? What kind of shorts were the lizard that lizard wearing? I wonder. How was the lizard aggressive? Was the lizard talking back? Wow, in the wilderness. I'm just wondering, oh my God, what did that lizard do? Because this is another thing. If a woman is being attacked by a bear, people will believe you as a woman. If you're being attacked by a bear, if you come out and you tell people, I was attacked by a bear, society is more capable of believing you than if a woman would even come out and say she was attacked by a man. People start doubting you. People start asking you, what did you do? People start asking you, how did you carry yourself? People start asking you, did you wear makeup? People start asking you, what kind of clothes were you wearing? Crazy questions get thrown at you if you are attacked by a man. But if you are attacked by a bear, people tend to believe you. You get me? You understand me? All right.
So the next time a man asks about why you would choose a bear over a man in the wilderness, remind them that this can happen in the wilderness with animals, not done by other animals, but done by a man. Even animals fall victim to this.
So that's the first video I'm gonna bring up the next video over here that I want to show. One of the reasons, I mean, not even a monitor lizard can walk around free. In the wilderness, by the way. No, not even in the wilderness, people. Because they're gonna, and the fact that they ate it, the part where they talk about they cooked it and ate it after all the bullshit. I'm like, no, that's too much. That was too much. Now I'm gonna bring up this other video over here for those that are asking why would a woman choose why would a woman choose a lizard, a bear over a man here?
Women have been found inside of a man's apartment. Authorities say the investigation began when he allegedly broke into a neighbor's apartment on April 16th. From there, he essayed and strangled a 17-year-old girl. The victim's mother returned home shortly after and saw the man leaving. It was at that point he slashed her throat and then fled. According to authorities, the mother was able to survive, however, the daughter did not. With the mother's assistance, they were able to identify the suspect only as, quote, Miguel. After the incident, they searched his apartment and, quote, clearly indicated we are looking at a possible serial killer of women. Authorities also confirmed that notebooks were located that, quote, may well be narrations of the acts that Miguel carried out against his victims. In addition, they found cell phones and ID cards belonging to multiple women. They said that 5 of the ID cards found belonged to women who have been located alive. However, they did not specify how many belonged to women who are still missing or deceased. Prosecutors did confirm that there were remains of 6 women found in his rented room. Quote, other biological material was also found in the rooms. In addition to the ID cards and cell phones found, they also found bones, BLOOD, and a saw. At this time, authorities have not provided any further details. To stay up to date on this case, make sure you click the playlist below. What do you guys think?
Now, was that a bear? Was a bear intentionally walking around attacking people? Was that a bear? Now you get why women are saying, for those that do not understand, I hope you understand now why women are picking the bear. Because bears are not intentionally busting down people's door and attacking them inside the house. And they're intentionally attacking other girls also. Targeting women in particular. Bears are not doing that. You get me? Bears are not doing that. Those are men that did that. That was a man that did that. A 17-year-old lost her life inside her house, her parents' home. And people are out here being bombarded that women picked bears. Of course they picked the bear. Of course they picked the bear. So now this is another video over here of, I don't know if you guys remember the guy that was talking about his mama and the bear thing. Somebody made a response to his particular, before he even made that video, that he actually apologized and said he didn't take people's, emotion into account and, what happened to them.
Our daughter be in the woods.
Hold on, because this is a dad. Even a wife was asking her husband this question as well, and she was asking him if he would rather pick, I don't know if it's this one. No, I think it's this one over here. Let me just bring up this one first.
Here's a book she wrote about it.
I feel so bad. This man's mother got mauled by a bear for this. This man says in this video that if you're a woman and you said that you would choose a bear over a man, that is privilege. He then goes on to say that his mother, who was mauled by a bear, and then he tells her story of being mauled by a bear. He says his mother would choose a man over a bear because, duh. Come to find out, this man's mother, 11 years ago, before the man versus bear trend was even a trend, this man's mother was on Reddit saying she chooses the bear over men. Even your own mothers are not safe. Y'all lie about your own mother's survival stories. What the hell? But it's okay, because he then went on to make an apology video where he says that he didn't really consider everyone else's experience, that it basically just struck a really, really close chord to him. And then just goes on to say that hopefully one day we'll live in a world where people, we all know what people he's talking about, don't have to be so worrisome of other strangers, but that's not the world we live in, so it is what it is, I guess. I feel like the debate is over. Like, Alec, thank you. Thank you for ending this entire debate. You just proved the point exactly, and you did it for us. Thank you. Thank you. Debate over. We always will choose the bear, even if we've been mauled by one.
Okay, now this other video over here is about I think this couple, the wife was asking the husband at this point if he would choose a bear or, and he was trying to make all the excuse he could find in the world, and his wife was like, "Nah, you just try," because you can see how he's struggling to answer that. He's like, "If it was me," and I'm like, "You are not the guy they're talking about going to be stuck in the woods with." They didn't say if you were stuck in the woods with your daughter. They said your daughter being stuck in the woods with a man or a bear. And he tried in all his strength to say a man, because I'm pretty sure you already saw the video, and he's probably one of those men that think, "Oh my God." But I'm pretty sure if he's just saying this on TikTok, in real life, he would definitely not want a man there. But you know, gaslighting and all.
Daughter be in the woods with a
Oh, okay. I don't know what is happening. I'm gonna take that down and bring it right up again. You know what? Let me take this one out. Gonna have to bring it up again because it's not going through.
our daughter be in the woods with a bear or a man?
I would say a man.
Why?
Because I could be that man.
Not you, a stranger.
Okay, someone I don't know.
Yeah.
Versus a brown bear.
Why does it have to be a brown bear?
I'm just assuming that's what other black bear, brown bear.
Just a bear, Kenny.
I think I would still say man.
Really? You want our 13-year-old daughter to be?
If I found a 13-year-old in the woods.
He's just using himself as an example all the time, and we're like, you are not the one we're talking about. We're talking about a random guy in the nah. You're gonna see how he tries to gaslight her all the time. Like, oh my God, no, but he tried his best to make all the excuses.
I would be like, okay, let me try and help you to safety.
Aw, that's really cute.
And a bear would be like, "Rawr, I'm gonna eat you." The odds are better with the man. The odds are better with the man.
I don't know if that's true. I think you're just assuming that all men are like you.
No, we'll just take like 10 people, line up 10 men.
Oh, this is not going well.
And then say 6 out of the 10 men are good. Those are better odds than one bear.
Is it dreaming? 6 out of those 10 men are good? Bro, if you can pick 3, let's just take 3. Or if we are very lucky, you have 3 good men. Goodness God. Nah, is it 6? Wow, what a large number.
Bear, like leaving my child with a bear. What is the bear gonna? The bear can't feed the child. The bear could, eat the child.
And what might the man do to the child?
Hopefully, read stories, pass time, and get them to safety. Walk upstream.
No. Now he playing with her. Oh my God. Oh no. Dude, get out of here. Now you know you lied. Probably read stories to her. Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? Now I know he joking right there. No, I know he playing in her face right there. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Are you saying? Nah. He's gonna read books to her. Yeah, you're right.
Bears will just take you to their stream and you just watch them eat food and stuff. Or, like I said, the bear would like maul the child.
What if a man mauls the child?
Look, I got a D in stats in college, so I'm just trying to weigh my options here. The bear, it's not like Homeward Bound. Like, a bear will kill you.
The man might kill you.
Yes, everything might kill you, but like, what is she gonna do? Jump up in a tree and the bear's like trying to get her while like a random man, maybe the man's lost too and they can help each other out. Now if the man was...
Oh, now that even worse. That is even worse. He lost too, and then he found a lost girl. Woo! Woo! Let me tell you something, ladies. The worst thing you can do is tell a man you are lost. There are a lot of women that have gone missing for just telling a man they are lost, they're looking for their way back. Because that man might be like, the man might start weighing his options. He's like, one, you in the woods. Nobody knows I'm in the woods with you. You lost. Nobody have ever seen me with you. He can do whatever he wants at that point. And you're telling me or maybe he's lost too. I'm like, oh no. Dude, you playing with us at this point. He's just playing with us.
living in the woods and wanted to be away for some reason, then that would be suspect. But if they're both like lost and they need to find a safe haven, the man has arms and legs. The bear, the bears also have that, but they can't like articulate.
Here's a shovel for your hole.
So, wait. No, I want to ask you the question.
The comment section is going to have a lot of
No.
video.
Wait, this is ridiculous because so you would want our 13-year-old daughter alone with a bear in the woods?
Yes, rather than a man.
Okay, are you saying like we're going to find her within like 10 hours?
You are really honing on the specifics.
I am trying to find the best situation for her to survive. The bear's not going to like keep her safe. Unless it's a really cool bear. Which
man may also do the opposite of keeping her safe.
No, that's true, but there's better odds that the man will take her to safety.
Oh, you are so sheltered and
But the bear can't talk.
This is sad.
If we can communicate with the bear, if she can communicate with the bear...
Dr. Doolittle, that's an effect.
I just think I think if you ask like 10 other people, they would say, 9 out of 10 would say the man.
So, wait, what?
People would pick the man over the bear.
No, that's so incorrect.
More than not.
The internet says otherwise.
So there's videos of this that people pick the bear?
Everybody picked the bear.
If it was a gorilla.
Okay, he finished me at the end there. He literally finished me saying it was a gorilla. Oh my God. Oh, nobody. But he don't give me a laugh. He don't make me laugh the whole day today. Oh my God, nah. He don't shift the whole focal point. Like if it was a gorilla, now I would have loved to hear if it was a gorilla what he was about to say. Oh my God, nah. That was nice. He was playing in her face. Now this is the last video for the day. I'm going to remind you guys to please do not forget to press that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's go with this last video for today.
In the force with a man or a bear conversation as a way to fish for compliments. And they didn't get them, and now they are heated. And the question was never asked from a genuine place, because duh, but it really highlights the fact that we will never stop having these conversations because they don't want the answer. They just want affirmation that they're not that bad. And because that's all they seek, they're never going to get it. I mean, they don't even consider other perspectives enough to understand they asked the wrong question. They're asking from the standpoint of survivability. In their heads, because every bear attacks on sight, of course you would pick a man because you're more likely to survive. And that's all they have to hang their hat on. They can't guarantee that they're less violent, because they're not, or that the torture, pain, and suffering would end sooner, because it won't. I mean, they have nothing else but to say, you're more likely to survive. And women are like, hey, yo, I don't wanna. Because men cannot fathom a fate worse than death. Because they cannot wrap their brains around the brutality that happens at the hands of men. Because they cannot fathom the idea that women are like, I would rather lose my life to someone who is logically going to take it, like a bear who's just trying to survive, as opposed to a man who just wanted to on a random Tuesday. They are flabbergasted and upset by the answer to this question because they cannot see an alternative perspective. And so while they're arguing for their lives over this silly hypothetical so that maybe they can get some affirmation that men are just not that bad, the harm and violence is continuing. Instead of holding men accountable and working to dismantle the patriarchy so that women can feel safer in the woods with a strange man than with a bear, they're just upset that we don't, because they cannot fathom another perspective. And not only is it just frustrating as a woman to hear, because deep down, you know that they know that this is the reality. It's why they treat their daughters that way. But it's also just kind of sad to see on their behalf. Because I don't want men to feel bad about themselves. I don't want them to feel like every single woman is terrified of them and sees them in this dark light. I can imagine how upsetting that might feel. But until they consider how upsetting it is to live in a reality where a bear makes you feel safer than a man, it just ain't that deep. It's just not. They're just fishing for compliments.
Now, she said it all. She said all of it, and I totally agree with it. Because when this question came, don't forget, the question was asked by a man to lots of women. A man came up with that question and be like, let me go and see if women would rather choose a bear. And then they were flabbergasted when women said, I'm choosing the bear. And they were like, why would you choose a bear? Yeah, think about it again. Like, I've given you guys example why, even in this video, why women choose bears. You've seen scenarios, monitor lizard getting attacked, 17-year-old getting attacked in our own home. Yeah, that's why women choose the bear. You can't even walk around the street. I mean, if you walk, they're either catcalling you or literally attacking you. And then when you talk about it, you become a misogynist. Last video that I made, a lot of men, after I was talking about the movie Fallout, a lot of men came in the comment section. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed a lot, because they were calling me all kind of feminists, and I'm like, nah, you are in the wrong side. I'm not a feminist, because I understand where that mindset came. Feminism, why women brought it up, I'm not gonna lie. And many of the time, they didn't even allow other women, POCs, join that. It was at last, before, it was at the end that they allowed POCs to join. And I'm going to do a topic about this feminism thing also, because there was a woman, she's very famous as well. And she was talking about, she's a white woman, and she was like, sometimes I wish I was an African-American woman. And when I saw that video, and I'm like, that is it. Because let's not forget, you know what, we're gonna do that video separately. I don't want to mix it up with this one, because that one is another topic for another day. Now let's just focus on the bear thing here. Yeah, a lot of women would pick the bear. I feel they asked that man that actually asked this question, he wanted to feel his ego. Yeah, you would pick us over our bear. And then flabbergasted, they were all flabbergasted when women say, no, we are not picking you, we are picking the bear. The surprise in the face. So I'm gonna say it once more, thank you all again for joining me today. Do not forget about don't forget to press the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and if you have anything to add, please add it in the comment section, and I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day and goodbye.
Men are scary. With a bear.
Well, I've heard about bears. They don't always attack you, right? Unless you like fuck with them. So maybe a bear.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear. Men are scary. With a bear.
Well, I've heard about bears. They don't always attack you, right? Unless you like fuck with them. So maybe a bear.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say, but
Definitely a bear. Some men are very scary out there.
A bear. I would say a man.